Hello everybody, and good evening. I'm Chase Cosler, and I am filled with inclusion that Toastmasters 229, you all, have allowed me to give this speech here tonight. As some of you know, this speech is also part of my UNO class for Dr. Dwyer. She teaches my interview and public speaking anxiety class. So, while I have you guys here for this speech, I thought it'd be nice to talk a little bit about my past and then lead into what I may like to do in the future. So with that being said, once again, I'm Chase Cosler. I was born right here in Omaha and raised just 15 minutes away in Papillion, Nebraska. As a kid, I grew up like many others playing a handful of sports, including baseball, hockey, basketball, and of course football. When I wasn't playing something outside, you could catch me inside playing video games online or with my friends under the same roof. Luckily, I was able to continue these things as I entered high school, still playing baseball, hockey, and football with the occasional game night. But it wasn't until sophomore year that a new passion had arrived in my life. With this speech, there's a chance I may bore some of you, and there's also a chance I'm able to intrigue you enough to ask some questions after the end of the night. However, when I was 15 years old, I got my first car, and I loved it. In fact, it's the same car that I drive to this day. Before I go on, is there anyone here that happens to have a dream car or, just a car they would like to have sometime in the future? Awesome, great. I'm glad I'm not alone here. So when I got this car, it was probably the best day of my life. Something I can use to go wherever I want, modify it to my exact liking, and turn just another Subaru into my dream car. However, at the end of my senior year of high school, I started to think, I wonder if there's a way I can make a living through this passion I have for cars. The thing is, I didn't really want to be just another mechanic or a dealer tech or even a detail person. That's when I started to have ideas about importing all these newly legal overseas vehicles. Some of you may be thinking, newly legal, what does this mean? Well, let me explain that real quick. The USA has a vehicle law dubbed the 25-year rule. Once a vehicle is 25 years or older, no matter the make or model, the owner of said car will be able to insure it as a classical vehicle. With this rule being established, any car that was not allowed in the United States, whether it be for crash safety ratings or emissions, can now be legally imported into the States. I know what some of you are saying in your head, geez, this sounds kind of expensive, especially for like a hobby. That's the thing though, once I obtain these cars in the States, they will be immediately posted for sale. That's right, I want to open my very own import lot. These import lots are already pretty popular on the coast, one main example being Montoon Motorsports out of Florida. But I think my lot would be very successful with the main reason being it is located right in the middle of the United States. Instead of the surrounding Midwest and Northern state residents driving all the way to one of the coasts, they can take a nice little 2 to 4 hour road trip towards Nebraska to look at their hopeful future dream car. While I want to raise questions that I can answer after tonight's meeting, I'll try and answer some in this very speech. Yes, the actual shipping part, bringing the car across the pond from Japan, can be kind of a trick. However, many Japan auction lots are actually the ones accountable for getting the shipment ready. For most cars, the shipping price is normally added into the overall price of the car. Now, what about maintenance for such a foreign car? A lot of people overthink this part. Changing the fluids in these cars can be done at home, if really needed. However, Nebraska is actually home to many speed shops that would be more than happy to help with routine maintenance, modifications, or any diagnosis you would want them to do on the car.